All right, Counter Theory Trader back with you with another video. I'm just going over the analysis for today. Today is Thursday, September the 4th, so let's not waste time and get into it. I did go ahead and take the liberty of just disaggregating the pairs that I'm looking at for today for both long and short. And I'm actually already in one, which I'll show you a little bit later. But for now, we're looking at the 5-9 model. So let me show you this real quick and go from there. So ideally, this is my favorite CRT model. It's a 2-candle model where I want this to be the 5 a.m. 4-hour candle, and this candle 2 I want to be the 9 a.m. 4-hour candle. Will price at starting at 9 will go above whatever the high of day is from 5 and then tank below. But however, sometimes there are days where the candle will do this. You get a 3 pattern where about ignore these days. You'll have like the 4 o'clock. Sorry, let me go over here just to make sure the time's right. So sometimes you'll have like the 9 o'clock candle right here. I'm sorry, the 1 o'clock candle here, the 5 o'clock here, and then the 9 o'clock right here. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. So sometimes you'll see 9 o'clock do this, where the high of the 5 o'clock candle will hold, and 9 o'clock will, starting at 9, price will pretty much just straight drop. So these are pretty much the two CRT models. Let me turn my phone notifications down here. But these are the two CRT models that I do trade. Okay, so it's those two. So while I want to see this, while I want to see this, sometimes I also end up with this as well, where the high of the day was already made, and I'm still looking for a straight drop on price action. Okay, so if it's not this, it may be this. But either way, still the high is non-negotiable. So let's go through these and we'll take a look at what we got. So right here, I'm looking for a 5-9 model right here. So this is the 9. I'd like to see price go above. Let me make this a little bigger. For this to be a valid trade for me to take, I'd like to see price go above this high and then go down. Okay, just like it does right here. Okay, if price just does a straight drop, then oh well, this high of the day held and nothing I can do. Okay, so like that. What else we got? Okay, for this, same deal. This might already be shaping up to be a good model because we like to see new high days being created right at 9. So this already may be prime for a straight drop. I'll keep an eye on that. See, so we got that marked, so that's good. For this one here, price would have to go above this high for me to take it short. Okay, it just needs to create a new high. That's the non-negotiable. So if this high holds, there's no trade. Just no trade. There's this. Oh well, this is not my setup. Same deal here. Price would have to go above this high that was created in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm sorry, between 5 and 9 has to go above that high. For this one here, price would have to go above this high. Now for this one here, this trade that I'm already in, and wow, that's already tanking, but we'll see if it can keep doing that. This was a 3-candle pattern, all right, on the, it's still the 4-hour. So let me explain this real quick. This more or less was the 1, 2, 3 with the high of the day being in the middle, which I like to call the money candle. So that's the range candle there. That's why it says CRT high. Pokes above it, closes inside of it. So now I just want to see the 9 o'clock hour for Euro Aussie go straight down. All right, so this model is this right here. All right, so one of the two, either way. So this is my first preference, but like I just said, this is Euro Aussie. This is what I'm in right now. My entry is right there. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, for Euro New Zealand, let me get rid of these. Okay, once again, price, we need to go above that high for me to be interested. CAD. Same deal here. It'd have to go above this high. However, sometimes you'll have it where the high will close at the level, which are like more or less equal highs. So, I mean, if you wanted to chance it, you could. You could take this short. The stop loss would be right above there, which is about, you could do it like a 15 pip stop loss. The US did have news, and it does have news coming up at 10. So, I mean, that is an option. So if you see equal highs and it closes right at the range high that you're looking at, that's an option as well. All right, now for the longs, for this price to be valid, again, we have equal lows right here. Notice if you're looking at a 5 If you're looking at 5 o'clock to make the new low of the day, which it did here, and then go straight up, this is another one where you could chance it. Okay, these are equal lows, more or less right here with the here, and it created the low of the day, and you're banking on this low of the day to hold. So even though price may come out the range a little bit, in theory, it could still come out as well. We do like to see tight ranges. That's the candle range theory high right there. And it's possible this could really explode to the upside if this low holds, but we don't know. And again, there's news at 10, so news can be unpredictable. So there's that. Let's see, dollar New Zealand. These are not equal highs. So here is a new high down here. So for this to be valid in my trading book, we ignore all that. Price needs to go below this low and then go up. Until then, I take no action if I was trading that. For this long, price would have to go all the way back down. Well, actually, no. Okay, this already is underway. So this is a 1-5 model, the 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So the best entry would have been back here. This would have been a London session trade, all right? Because remember, this candle was solid red at once, and then now it's springing up. So the best entry would have been back in the past, or it's already passed. So now we're doing anticipate. It's already about to close out the range. The range high is right here. So this was a London session trade. So there's nothing to do there. Aussie CAD. This could be a decent trade because as we can see, price did close inside the range, just tapping out of it a little bit. So again, the non-negotiable is this low right here. As long as this low holds, this trade is still valid. You could hop in this right now if you wanted to. Stop loss goes below this low. This is not an equal low. Okay, so in order to be valid here, this price must go below this low and then close inside of it in the next 4 hours. And then lastly, this one here would also be a valid entry, right? You could hop in this right now if you wanted to, believing that it will be a 5-9 model. Here's the range high here. I'm sorry, not a 9-5, but a 1-5. The 1 o'clock candle here, 5 o'clock candle here. And again, we always look for price to go below, below this low. Had a big old long, stopped out anybody who went long, closed all the way up here. This is the non-negotiable, this low of day. Take profit is the high of the range. Now, but this is only a 7 pip range, so is that even worth taking? You be the judge. You would like to see price ideally break out of that range, but the pattern is there. Would I take this though? No, because this range is so tiny. This is a lower ADR pair, so while it could work out, 7 pip range, that's really not a lot. All right, so I think there's better opportunities out there. But that's pretty much it. So we'll see if we can do an update video later on. But for now, this is where we are. And remember, like I said, there is dollar news at 10. The best pair I see is pretty much this one, where it's already created a new high and it's going down. So remember, we take the entries on the 5-minute chart. So sometimes prices, while this is the preferable price action, sometimes the trades really don't start until like 9:30 or so. But because it poked up and then closed inside, in theory, you could take this. Like you could. Sometimes they do shake out at 9, right at 9:05. It's just kind of rare that happens though. So, but that's it. That's everything I see. So hope you enjoy that. I'm gonna keep on my Aussie New Zealand pair. I just like this because yeah, I just like the price action on this. It's going down. I got a few entries on this one, so hopefully that will pan out. But that's all I got. So just like I said, have faith in your analysis. Keep trading. Keep back testing. Keep forward testing. Do whatever you have to do to be successful. All right, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.